Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be another movie preview. Of course, this one being for the month of September. And guys, this is basically a classic movie preview because if you guys know the way these movie previews start out, I did them, and then one day in March, I think of 2015, this little ginger freak here decides that, hey, you know, I'm going to do the March movie preview in a tank top for some reason, even though it's March. I don't know why I'm in a tank top, but I'm going to do it in a tank top. And here he is now. You love him. Some of you probably hate him, but here he is, Kane LaPlante.
Hi, everyone. It's me, the Auburn Wanderer. So me and Kevin have a little bit of a tradition to do these together in September, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the first one in a while where it's just me and Kevin, so this should be very interesting.
Yeah, last year he left halfway through. We'll see if he does that this year.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't.
So, all right, guys. So we're gonna get right into it.
I wasn't talking, you fucking bitch.
All right, go ahead.
So yeah, I'm excited to be here. There's some good shit coming up this month, and there's some pretty you know, shit coming out this year. This month. Fuck. And
especially a movie on September 8th that looks awful.
Oh yeah, fuck that movie.
Yeah,
But yeah, bro. Pretty excited to be here. So let's give it up for Mr. Dumbfalk.
Anyways, guys, we're going to get into right now. As Caden said, September, summer movie season is over. I can't believe it. Summer movie season, as usual, just flew by. Now we are heading into really the last 4 months of the year, which usually are some of the best because we're given a bunch of, you know, Oscar contenders and a lot of really incredible films. September is kind of a mixed bag. It really is. It starts off really rocky, and then there's some good stuff in the middle. Then towards the end, we start to fizzle out a bit, but we're going to jump right into it. And oddly enough, the first week of September, there's really not a lot coming out. I tried to find as many things as possible, but there's really not much coming out. Oddly enough, though, the first movie we literally talked about last month, and it was supposed to come out August 25th. And literally, right on August 25th, I'm like, what the fuck? It's coming out September 1st. So yeah, now we're going to talk about it again. And Caden here is going to introduce that movie.
And that movie is Tulip Fever.
I've decided to engage the services of a painter.
Put your brush to capturing my wife.
She's a rare beauty. May I? Don't move.
You've caught her beauty, sir. As well as her innocence and purity.
Yeah, I want to go see this movie because I've been interested in it for a while. I don't really know much about it, but I'm pretty interested in seeing how it is. There's a pretty lengthy embargo on it right now, and it's been delayed a bit, so that's kind of a bit concerning. But yeah. So I'm interested in this film. So yeah.
Yeah, basically just what Caden said. I've been interested in this for a while. I actually really did like the trailer. The cast here is fucking great. I mean, Alicia Vikander, Dane DeHaan, just a really incredible cast overall. Let me find who else is in this movie, because I talked about in the August movie preview, but the cast here is just incredible, really. Okay, Alicia Vikander, Dane DeHaan, Zach Galifianakis, Christoph Waltz, Cara Delevingne, Judi Dench, just really incredible cast overall, guys. I've been looking forward to this. I remember it was supposed to come out in, I believe, March. We even talked about, I believe, in the March movie preview, and it didn't come out. Then we just talked about it last month, and it didn't come out. And finally, this month, it is, in fact, coming out. It's actually playing in my theater. But as Kane said, still, there really isn't any reviews out right now. You go on, like, Rotten Tomatoes or anything like that, there is still no score. So that definitely does concern me a little bit. I have been looking forward to this movie, but the fact that it keeps getting delayed and the fact that there's not reviews out definitely is not really a good sign. So I don't really know how to feel about this one. Cinematography wise, it looks fantastic. I mean, just in general, the cinematography looks really good. It looks like they really are capturing this time period very well. The plot does sound really interesting. Sure, it's like your cliche like romance movie, but it actually does look like it's really good. And Alicia Vikander is a fantastic actress, and I do hope it's at least a good movie, but again, it is a bit concerning. But if you guys are interested in Tulip Fever overall, it does come out on, well, it actually did. It comes out tomorrow, September 1st. Again, we don't know when this video is going to go up. It could go up September 1st. It could go up Saturday. Who fucking knows? But the reason that Caden actually did introduce the first movie, well, we're not going to get to that yet. I'm going to introduce the next movie that's coming out, and that is a sequel to a movie that I have not seen. Neither of us, I think, have seen. That is Goon: Last of the Enforcers.
The doctor said I should never play hockey again.
Eva's cousin's got a job opportunity at an insurance company.
How was your first day?
Work. It was so fun.
Doug Glass, storage room. That's here.
Oh, okay.
So Goon: Last of the Enforcers. I have not seen the first Goon. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. I know it's like Jay Baruchel, Sean William Scott. I believe it's like a hockey movie, but it's also a comedy, and I've heard, really, like I said, good things about it. Don't really have a ton to say here. I haven't seen the trailer or anything, mainly because I didn't watch the first movie, so I didn't want to watch the trailer to a second movie that I haven't watched. But I do plan on watching the first movie so I can watch the second one. The second one's actually already online on, like, all kinds of, like, torrent sites and things like that, so you can definitely check it out there. I really don't have much to say, but let's see if the ginger freak here has something to say.
Yeah, I mean, I like sports a lot, and hockey's cool, and I heard the first one's cool. I don't know if this one's cool. I heard no one asked for this, so. Fuck! Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, so Goon: Last of the Enforcers.
Can I just introduce Close Encounters, Kevin?
What?
All I care about is I want to introduce Close Encounters.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to this movie first. Be patient. All right, Goon: Last of the Enforcers. It does come out, like I said, on September 1st. If you guys are looking forward to it, I know it's already come out in Canada and areas like that. Like I said, it's getting good reviews so far, so hopefully it's a really good movie. But like we said, guys, the main reason that Caden's introducing the movie first is for two reasons. One, because of the movie that comes out on September 8th, but also because of a re-release that he forced me to put on this list. And if I didn't put on this list, he would not put on this list.
I recommended it.
So here he is to introduce it.
Yeah, everyone. Starting tomorrow when we're filming this, the 4K restoration of Close Encounters of the Third Kind is going to be released in theaters. So yeah, Close Encounters. Steven Spielberg is the only reason I'm sitting with Kevin right now talking about movies and shit. And funny enough, this is one of the only Steven Spielberg movies I have not seen. So I'm definitely going to be going see this. In that large. What?
You told me you saw it.
No, I didn't.
I watched it years ago, and you said you thought the first two acts were really boring, but then you really liked the third act.
I never said that.
I watched it in my freshman year, and you told me you watched it.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I was like, I was a lying piece of shit. Can I just continue?
All right, whatever.
Oh, I was back then, bitch. Remember the Silence of the Lambs situation?
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So... yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I haven't seen this movie, and I really want to for a while. I believe this is like the director's cut with the 4K restoration. I'm going to go see it in large format. I am very, very excited for this. Can't just see that 4K restoration and shit. Yeah, so Close Encounters, one of Steven Spielberg's masterpieces, and I am finally going to go seeing it. So, yeah, excited.
All right, so Close Encounters, I have reviewed this movie before. When I first watched
Close Encounters is the Third Kind. But fucking A.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I wasn't too big on it when I first watched it. I really loved the third act, but the first two acts I wasn't as into, to be honest with you. However, I do want to rewatch it at some point. It's one of Steven Spielberg's like most notable films. I mean, everyone knows the score and like the way the movie ends, so I definitely do want to rewatch them. I know it's getting a re-release, so maybe I will get that on like Black Friday or something. We'll have to see. But Close Encounters Third Kind, most likely I probably won't be seeing this in theaters, only because Inhumans is also coming out, and I want to be able to get an early review of that. So, do I want to watch it? No, but I want to get an early review out, so that's why I'm probably going to see that. But Close Encounters Third Kind really is the only thing coming out this week that I think is actually like worth mentioning. But if you guys are looking forward to it, it does come out on September 1st. But now we're going to get back into some amazing movies with the next movie that comes out, and that is Valley of Bones.
You're the paleontologist, one that was thrown into prison for digging up bones on government land?
Word down the line is you think you found yourself something out in the Badlands. This here, T-Rex tooth. The incisor was still attached to the dinosaur when it died.
You're saying there's maybe more.
There may be a lot more.
So Valley of Bones, I knew literally nothing about this movie. I went to this trailer knowing absolutely nothing, and this looks really fucking bad. I mean, the whole plot is like this paleontologist, he's looking for like this T-Rex fossil, and basically, you know, she teams up with like this like recovering meth addict, and this just looks really dumb. It looks like really over the top. The acting especially looks really bad. There's a lot of like screaming and things like that in the trailer. Just in general, this really doesn't look that great. We're only talking about this because it's coming wide in my theater. I don't know if it's wide in anyone else. It's coming to my theater. I don't know if it's coming to anyone else's, but I'm just trying to find things to talk about here. I really don't have much to say about this one, but yeah.
I know nothing about this movie, so I can't really comment. But based on what Kevin has said and reading the plot, it doesn't sound like something that would interest me that much.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, so Valley of the Bones, it does come out September 1st. It's had literally no promotion whatsoever. They're just kind of like throwing it in the theaters, but yeah, we'll see how it does. But now we get into another amazing movie that's coming out September 1st that Kane's going to introduce.
And that movie is I Do Until I Don't.
What an amazing title.
Oh my God, please, are you going to take the helmet off?
Is it too sexy? Almost too sexy.
Just so you know, you do look mentally challenged.
Well, that's fine, because you know what? Being married to you is challenging in so many ways.
Hi.
Is that foreplay? Because I feel like I missed something crucial.
Fanny and Xander are in for tomorrow night, by the way.
Why would you bring up my sister when we're talking about your penis?
What?
I Do Until I Don't. I really don't know what this fucking movie's about. I just watched like a TV spot for it. I'm not really the one to watch trailers and stuff. But from what I noticed, it looks really bad. It like I guess like the couples they want to fuck each other or something. I'm not sure. There's some mixed emotions going on there, bro. I wonder if it's gonna be. I'm hoping there's some kinky shit in there.
All right, so I've been
looking up what this movie's about just so I know. All right, because I think it's just about how like they want to fuck each other or some shit.
I think it's like the bad part of their like they're in that part of their marriage where they don't really love each other, where they don't really.
Oh yeah, like marriage is dead and shit because they want to fuck each other.
Such an amazing plot line. Anyways, Do Until I Don't. This in general, this just looks like your standard like bad romantic comedy. You know, couples fighting, don't really like each other that much. Probably gonna make up at the end. You know, everything's gonna be hunky dory. It just in general looks really dumb. I watched the trailer, not a single joke made me laugh, and you know that's definitely not a good sign. Look, I like romantic comedies, I really do. I don't dislike romantic comedies, but this one looks like one of those ones that just looks really fucking bad. Again, no promotion for this whatsoever. They're just kind of throwing this in the theaters, so I Do Until I Don't. If you guys care, which I don't think many people honestly do, it does come out September 1st if you are looking forward to it. And then there's one other movie coming out on September 1st, that I'm going to introduce, and that is the Netflix movie coming out this week called Little Evil.
Remind me again how Lucas was conceived?
You remember when I told you about that crazy time in my 20s where I joined that sort of like cult?
No, I don't think you told me about that.
A doomsday cult believes a child will rise up from hell to rule mankind and to bring on the end of the world as we know it. I think we found that child. And now, you're his stepdad.
There is nothing.
All right. I go over this every single week, and I'm tired of talking about this, but Netflix really needs to calm down with these movie releases and their TV shows as well. They just, every single week, they're putting stuff out, and, you know, at this point, they're just releasing a different movie. And some of them have been really good. Some of them have been really mediocre. This one, I mean, some stuff's interesting. The whole plot line's kind of funny, where he's dating this girl, but her son happens to be like the spawn of Satan or whatever, and he has to try to like, he has to try to like function with that. It just, in general, looks okay. Like, I thought a few of the jokes were pretty funny. I like Adam Scott, obviously. I think he's definitely a talented actor. You know, he's definitely made me laugh in quite a few films. So I think this could be fun. Really not much to say here. You know, the kid who plays Satan kind of looks like Caden, so it makes sense. But Anyway, what do you want to say here, Devil Child?
I've never heard of this movie until you just mentioned it like a minute ago.
All right, so Little Evil, if you guys do want to see it, also.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm looking at the plot right now.
Well,
and I'm listening to that. Okay, this sounds fucking stupid. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll watch it for shits and giggles.
All right, so Little Evil, if you guys are looking forward to, like I said, is the Netflix movie to come out this week. And that's everything coming out really September 1st. Just a bunch of shit that no one really cares about. Now we're going to get to another thing that no one really cares about, except for, you know, this Ginger here. I don't think anyone really is looking forward to this movie at all. You know, no one's really heard about this. And I mean, I don't even know what this is.
It's going to be like $60 million opening weekend, you fucking bitch. I
don't even know what this is, really. He just kind of told me to throw this in here. I don't even know what this movie is, but Ginger here, do the honors.
Hey, you fucking bitch. September 8th, my most anticipated movie of all time finally comes out, and that is part 1 of It.
Because when you're alone as a kid, the monsters see you as weaker. You don't even know they're getting closer. Till it's too late.
Finally, I can do a movie preview and talk about this goddamn movie. I have been waiting. I'm not going to go on a huge fucking ramble. I've already remembered about this goddamn movie enough. It is my most...
Get a snack again and come back and
fuck up, bitch. It's time for my turn, you fucking bitch. It. Oh my god. Like I said in Twitter Dagger Dudes, a recent top 5 video. You know, I remember being like 5 or 6, discovering the miniseries and being fucking terrified at the time. And you know, a few years later, you know, I read the book and then I watched the miniseries again and shit, and I just fell in love with the story. I fell in love with the Losers Club. I thought, you know, Pennywise was a fantastic villain. He was very creepy, very eerie, very like unpredictable and shit. And I really wanted a R-rated adaptation of it so bad, since the miniseries, you know, compared to the book, is kind of shitty. Maybe part 1's good, but you know, part 2's kind of like, eh. So you know, finally we're getting this. I've wanted this for so long. I love the story, and I am so excited to go see this film. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say about this movie. I've said so much already. It is my most consistent movie of all time. I've not been so excited for a movie in so long. I mean, yeah, I mean, the cast looks great. Visually, it looks fantastic. I'm hoping it's bloody, it's gory, it goes all out. It's I hope it gets very faithful to the book, which I heard it is and stuff. I mean, hopefully there's some small changes too, so it, you know, it's a little bit fresh and stuff, a little bit exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited to see this film. It's long, which is good. So it's not freaking rushed. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I mean, yeah, Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise, fantastic. All the kids look great.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard it's really good. I heard it's really funny. And I heard the pacing's fantastic. It doesn't feel long. And I heard it's pretty scary and pretty freaky. So, I mean, it's everything I want it to be, I've heard. So, yay! So that is it, man. Okay, Kevin, what do you think of it?
All right, so you guys know I actually have seen the mini-series of it, and I love part 1. I think it's a really well done, you know, movie about, you know, the fear, you know, what children fear and things like that. And Pennywise in general is such a creepy character. Tim Curry is just so great as that character. And then part 2 really goes off the rails. It turns into this like really laughable soap opera sort of movie. It feels so different from what part 1 really is. This, however, looks fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do this. In general, I've been very creeped out by these trailers, definitely. The second trailer, definitely there were some moments in there. Every time I see that in the trailer, there's not a single time where that last jump scare doesn't get me. I mean, it really, really scary stuff, and there's a very creepy, eerie vibe to this movie that I definitely really do love. And the kids in general really do look like they have great chemistry here. They look like they all work very well together. I'm definitely interested in getting into more of their story. And like Hayden said, what's great about this movie is that they are, in fact, going all out. This is going to be R. It's going to be really gory. I heard just the first scene in general is, like, really graphic. Like, sure, they showed some of it during Annabelle Creation, but they showed the stuff that they, you know, couldn't show They showed everything that they could show up to a certain point, and it does sound like it's gonna be really graphic. I'm hearing really great things about this. Definitely, I'm just really hoping that this is a really great horror film. Lately we've had some fantastic horror films to come out, and I'm hoping this just adds to the very long list we've had. I'm definitely looking forward to it as a whole. I think it looks like really great movie, and definitely something that I'm definitely looking forward to. I mean, Caden's expressed how much he's excited for it, and I don't really know what else to say that he hasn't already said. So definitely, it absolutely is one of the movies I'm most looking forward to this month, without a doubt.
Yeah, having read the book, I'm very interested in seeing how they did the opening scene. Since that is one of the most terrifying things I've ever read in my life. So I'm interested in seeing how they do it on the big screen.
I mean, it was terrifying when I saw it during Annabelle Creation, so if that's any indication.
You didn't see what happens when he tries to grab the boat.
I'm talking about the opening, like what they showed was.
Yeah, it's 10 times more fucking freaky and a lot more.
Sure will. I'll be squirming in my seat.
I'm not going to say what happens if people don't know, but it's pretty fucking disturbing. So
yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, I mean,
let's watch the movie and find out. All right, so
yeah, finally. Go.
If you guys are looking forward to it, which again, I don't think many people are. I think Caden's honestly in a huge minority. I think everyone else is just kind of like.
I used to be in a minority. I can't think of the words. I used to be a minority, and now everyone in the fucking world and their mothers are looking forward to it. So that's good.
You know what, Caden? You're such an it bandwagon. You know that.
Oh my god! How fucking. By the way, I just found my phone.
Such a bandwagon.
Oh my god. For any IT fan, I've been seeing this a lot, that is giving people shit for looking forward to the movie now all of a sudden. They're like a bandwagon, they can't enjoy it. Who fucking gives a shit, okay? Like, who cares that, like, they're looking forward to the goddamn movie now? Be happy to looking forward to it, okay? Because we used to be looked at as weird, and now everyone's really excited for it, so yay. And I want to say quickly, good luck to all the teenagers. Good luck to all the teenagers who are going to try to sneak into this. I wish you luck. So.
All right, guys. So if you're looking forward, I won't have the problem because I'm 19. So, but anyway, if you guys are looking forward to it, it does come out on September 8th. Also coming out September 8th is a movie that I know everyone's definitely looking forward to. Caden especially here. You know, it's his most anticipated movie of the month, and that is Home Again.
There's this really sweet guy in my yoga class. I've only been separated for 5 months. Girls, it's my birthday. Let's Hi.
So I'd like to offer to buy you drinks.
Really?
Yes.
The manager is making me ask for your ID.
Okay. By the way, I'm definitely old enough to drink alcohol.
Me too. Obviously. I just always act out on my birthday. It's like my own personal New Year's Eve. I just go like, what? And I just reel it back to.
So Home Again. You know, I really do like the cast here, and I do think the concept does sound interesting. Just in general, this isn't really grabbing me. Do I think it looks bad? No. I think it looks like an okay movie, but I don't know. I'm not really the demographic for it. I really do like Reese Witherspoon, but just in general, I can't really get into the concept and things like that. I think it looks okay, but again, it just kind of looks like your standard, you know, like romantic comedy where there are some things I do like. The whole thing with like her and the different men I think is interesting, especially, you know, the fact that like her husband in the trailer, he actually does want to try, you know, like, you know, they're divorced and then he decides that he actually wants to try again. I think it's an interesting to see where that's going to go, but just in general, this doesn't really interest me all that much. We'll have to see how this really does turn out, but again, not much interest in this, definitely.
I just want to, like, I'm just predicting, like, she's going to have sex with one of the guys and then, like, the husband's going to find out and then it's going to be, like, a half hour of, like, sadness.
Well, I mean, they're divorced, Caden.
I know.
This is what happens when you don't watch trailers, ladies and gentlemen.
This movie sounds awful, Kevin. like, what is this shit? Like, 3 guys just, like, randomly move in with her so they can have, like, fucking, like, orgies and shit? Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, how many fucking comedies and shit, like romantic comedies, have we fucking seen about like about like this like stupid shit about like female male like relationships and shit? It's probably gonna get like really fucking dramatic at the end, and then it's gonna have like some like big joke at the end or some shit. Yeah. I don't fucking know.
I mean, it looks okay. We'll see though.
I haven't seen the trailer. I'm just going off the plot and like just predicting.
Looks okay from the trailer.
These fucking movies are so predictable nowadays. It's like,
I mean, it looks okay. You know, we'll see how it turns out. September 8th, if you guys are looking forward to it. But without a doubt, guys, the movie that I think everyone's most looking forward to on September 8th is the next one we're going to talk about. And Caden is so excited that he has to introduce this one.
and that is the 9/11 movie. This movie looks awful. I mean, then again, there really haven't been that many good 9/11 movies. Oh, what was the one that Paul Greengrass did that was really great? United, I forgot what it was.
93.
Yeah, the movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
But you know, freaking all the other ones, like the one by Oliver Stone with Nicolas Cage, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I heard that's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of other ones are pretty bad. And this one just looks god awful. It's like, I don't think, I think this is obviously a really hard subject matter to portray, but just, you know, the big thing you really have to get is like the horror and terror of what happened. I mean, it's a really hard feeling to recapture, especially an event like this, you know, obviously. But, I mean, that's probably why this movie should not have happened. Yeah, this movie looks pretty bad. It looks just like, it's trying to reach too far. It doesn't look that scary or terrifying or like suspenseful, which it really needs to be. I don't really feel myself like connecting to the characters that much. The acting was pretty shitty. It just kind of looks like a straight to DVD movie.
It does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna bomb. You know, the subject material when it's opening up against it and shit. Yeah, this looks pretty fucking bad. So yeah.
All right, so 9/11, guys, in all seriousness, you know, yes, it is very difficult subject matter. To be honest with you, this trailer looks really fucking bad. Just the movie in general is really dumb. These 5 strangers, like, trapped in an elevator, having to get to know each other. It's laughable. It really is. It looks really laughable. It looks really dumb. Just in general, again, I don't know why this is a theatrical movie. I really don't. Everything about this says direct DVD. The only reason it's theatrical is the cast. If you look at the cast, there's some good actors in here. Other than that, guys, this looks like utter shit. I don't really have much else to say. It comes out September 8th. If you guys are looking forward to it, really not much competition with it. Definitely, it's got a lot of competition for sure. You know, definitely. It is gonna like annihilate every fucking movie that comes out that weekend. Holy crap! Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna do horribly at the box office. But if you guys are looking forward to 9/11, it does come out on September 8th, along with Home Again, and it's. But now we get to one of the movies that I'm actually looking forward to the most in September. Definitely something I'm really looking forward to, and that is Darren Aronofsky's new film, Mother.
Please, come in. Hello.
Hello. He's a stranger. We're just gonna let him sleep in our house. Hello. Hello. Did you know he had a wife?
All right, so Mother. I've talked about this before. I did the trailer reaction to it. This looks fantastic. Darren Aronofsky, in general, just signed up. He has yet to make a bad movie. The guy knows how to make a movie. He knows, especially when it comes to suspense, he really handles that very well. You know, Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, hell yeah. And this definitely looks like it's going to add to that list. What I love about this movie is it looks very Hitchcockian in that it feels very simple where, you know, you have this couple and there's, you know, they're letting this one guest in, and then, you know, and it seems like, all right, they're just letting this one guest in. Why does this guest want to stay? But then, oh, that guest actually has a husband. And then we find out, oh, that husband actually has a lot of secrets about Jennifer Lawrence's husband. So it just kind of, it's one of those trailers that builds and builds and builds, and it looks really shocking. I don't really know where exactly the movie's going to go. I'm hearing all kinds of different theories about it, but honestly, I think this just looks really chilling. The cast here really does look fantastic. I really love movies like this where there's all kinds of secrets going on. You have to try to play detective and figure out, you know, who's telling the truth, who's lying. I love movies like that. Jennifer Lawrence, like I said, she looks fantastic. Javier Bardem honestly looks really creepy. Like, there's definitely something about his character. I don't know what it is, but there's something up with him that I think we're going to find out, and I don't know what exactly this is. Also, a lot of people are wondering why the movie's actually called Mother. I don't really know, but I think, again, Darren Aronofsky, he's done a very good job of hiding a lot about this movie. You know, it's definitely something I'm really looking forward to. Just looks, like I said, really creepy and scary, and I really do hope this is something great. So Mother, definitely really looking forward to this one.
I don't know much about this movie, and I heard that's something that you should go into knowing, like not knowing much. I mean, Darren Aronofsky. That's the only reason that, like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm locked in. Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, fantastic director, one of the best directors of the decade and stuff.
Yep. You've seen none of those movies.
What?
You haven't seen either of those.
I know, but he's still one of, like, the best directors of the decade.
You should probably watch this though at some point.
Yeah, or the century. I don't know, whatever. And the cast looks great. They're very mysterious. I love the marketing for this movie. It's fantastic. With like all the little homages to like Hitchcock and Rosemary's Baby. It's great. Yeah. So I'm really interested in seeing this film. I'm really hoping it's something a bit original, a bit suspenseful, and kind of crazy, which is films are. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing this film.
Yeah, definitely, like Mother, if you guys are looking forward to it, it does come out on September 15th. Hoping it does really well. Definitely looks like something that could do really well. But now we're going to get into another movie that surprisingly actually does look really good, and Caden's going to introduce it.
And that is American Assassin.
What'd you think? You were going to kill Mansour and wipe out his whole cell?
For starters, yeah.
I like your agenda. I know exactly what to do with you.
I don't know what this movie's about. I know is that Dylan O'Brien's there, and I saw like a TV spot for it, and it looks actually pretty good from the TV spot. So yeah, that's all I have to say. It's an action movie, and yay, Dylan O'Brien's return! Yay.
Yeah, I would actually agree with you on that. At first, I was like, I don't know, Dylan O'Brien, but you look at this movie, it really seems like this is the movie where Dylan O'Brien's finally kind of abandoning, you know, what his target audience really is. Because what's his target audience? Mainly like teenage girls, and he's done a bunch of like, you know, teeny bopper type stuff, Teen Wolf, you know, Maze Runner, all that kind of stuff. This looks like he's really trying to abandon that, and it looks like he's doing a really good job here. I mean, his character in general looks really compelling. You know, his motive for what he's doing is definitely really interesting. This actually is based on a novel. I have not read the books myself, but this definitely does look really great. Michael Keaton as well. I mean, he just in general, you know, he gives a great performance usually. I think their whole, you know, bond definitely looks really great. I'm looking forward to seeing how they both really work together in this movie. It's an interesting casting choice, definitely. Dylan O'Brien against Michael Keaton. But again, I think if this movie really is as good as the trailers make it out to be, this really could be the film that makes everyone say, you know what, Dylan O'Brien is a fantastic actor. And you know, we already think he is, but I think this is even going to further enhance his credentials as an actor, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how he does here. Just in general, I think this looks really great, and I'm definitely looking forward to American Assassin for sure. But if you guys are looking forward to American Assassin, does come out on September 15th, again, against Mother. Now we get to another movie that I really don't have a ton to say about, but definitely looks really great, and that is Woodstock.
Are you sure you want to do this?
How's Teresa? She's just, you know, Teresa.
All right, so Woodstock. Like I said, don't have a ton to say about this one. It's kind of like a Brigsby Bear or Moonlight, where it's not really telling you a lot about the movie, but that's completely fine. I don't really want to know a lot about this one. All I know is that, you know, Kirsten Dunst's character, she's got some sort of loss, and it somehow like really affects her. And this movie in general looks fantastic. I mean, just the cinematography in general is just it's one of those movies that's really like pulling you in. It's very intriguing and mysterious, and I don't really know what this is really going to be, and that's something that really does hook me in. It's one of those trailers where I don't need to know a ton. I really don't. The trailer gave me enough information about it, about what I really need to know, and I think this really looks fantastic. I don't really have a ton to say about it, but I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for it. I know Caden here actually does have a lot to say, though. So,
yeah, this is one of the most anticipated movies of the year. I know what I know about this movie, since people know me, I like to go to movies really blind and stuff, so I could have like a really fresh experience. From what I know about this movie, it's about a woman who like goes in like a type of drug or something, and like it's like her journey for that or something like that. I'm not sure. That's what I read. And it's from A24, and I mean that just really intrigued me. That's something I think I'm gonna go try to see in theaters. The plot sounds really interesting. I haven't seen the trailer, but this is a movie that I've been really interested in for a while. The posters are fantastic, so that is why I am really excited for this film. So hopefully it comes to that art house community. Yeah.
All right. All right, so Woodstock, if you guys are looking forward to, it does come out on September 15th. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. And the next one we're going to talk about, I just saw the trailer for this, actually, when I saw Ingrid Goes West, and Caden here is going to introduce it.
And that is Brad's Status.
My son is a very talented musician, also composes his own music, so...
Wonderful.
I'm pretty sure Harvard is going to be in the running.
Oh, you think Harvard's got a chance?
Suddenly, my thoughts darkened. Troy could easily end up struggling like me.
This is Harvard. Even geniuses get rejected. We need to do everything we can.
Dan, I'm about to go at my interview. Do you really need to be jumping all over me right now? You're nuts.
Yeah, I've never heard this movie. Ben Stiller's in it. That's cool. I like Ben Stiller. A father takes his son to tour colleges on the East Coast. Yeah, this kind of seems like the typical fucking like comedy where like the fucking parents and shit.
No, what is it all from the trailer?
Yeah, it's probably like, yeah. This isn't Ozu, so I'm not interested.
Ozu?
Tokyo Story, dumbass.
I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, you know what, Kevin? What do you think about the movie? So we don't go into a fucking argument.
I don't know. Okay, Brad's Status in general, like I said, I saw the trailer for this when I saw Ingrid Goes West, and this looks really good. It really does. Ben Stiller in general looks really great here. The whole plot line, I think, definitely sounds really interesting. He runs into this old friend, and it really makes him start to, like, think about, did I make the right choices in life? How could my life have gone if I did this differently? He's kind of thinking back to his glory days, and it really looks honestly really well done. I'm hearing really great things about this movie. Definitely, I really do hope this is something great. Ben Stiller typically does really good in these more dramatic roles, and this definitely looks like this is actually one of those films. Yes, there's comedy in here, but I think this is more of a dramedy, so I'm definitely really looking forward to seeing how this one does really turn out. Brad's Status really does look like something great, and it's also an Amazon Studios movie. If you didn't know that, Caden, it's an Amazon Studios movie. So I'm definitely really looking forward to this, but yeah, that's really all I have to say. But if you guys are looking forward to Brad's Stats, like I said, it does come out on September 15th. And now we're going to get to the next movie, which I do want to talk about, and that is another Netflix movie called First They Killed My Father. Okay, so First They Killed My Father. There's a couple reasons to be on the lookout for this movie. First of all, because it's probably one of Netflix's more expensive movies that they've done. It is based on a book about this girl in Cambodia who her father's basically murdered, and it's like it's kind of like, you know, she has to become like a child soldier, and I think that concept's definitely very interesting. And Angelina Jolie also is directing it. The thing that does kind of...
Oh, I know what this is. Yeah.
The thing about this movie that I don't love about the trailer is that it basically looks like Beasts of No Nation, but with girls. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, it looks very similar to Beasts of No Nation. I absolutely love Beasts of No Nation. You guys know that. It's still probably my favorite movie Netflix has done. They still have yet to live up to it, honestly. They really do. I think that movie's a masterpiece. And First I Killed My Father, I don't know if it's going to be as good as that movie, but it does look like it's a very raw, very honest story about what someone in Cambodia really does go through. Again, like I said in Beast No Nation, this is really a problem that a lot of people don't think about, that there are countries where children are raised to be soldiers, and they have to do these things that in their head aren't morally right, but they're told to do this and they're just trained to do it. And I hope it captures it as well as Beast No Nation did, because as I said, the thing about Beast No Nation that works so well, when you see the eyes of a child, I mean, there's nothing sadder than just the face of a child in absolute despair and, you know, and just such confusion, and they portrayed that so well in that movie. And I really do hope First I Killed My Father does that as well. The trailer was really well done. Like I said, it's just very raw, and I really do hope that this is something great, but we'll have to see how that one really does turn out.
Oh, I completely forgot about this movie was coming out. This is a movie that I have been really looking forward to for a while. I mean, Angelina Jolie is like a hit or miss.
Yeah.
As the director, like the last movie she did with like Brad Pitt, I heard wasn't the best, but I'm just seeing how this turns out. I've been excited for a while. This is a concept that I am very interested in. I've actually have thought about. I've had like movie ideas about stuff like this, so it's a concept that interests me, and I'm really hoping that it's well done. So I'm interested in watching this film. Let's hope it's great, and yeah.
Oh God, yeah, she did By the Sea. Fuck that.
Yeah, that was about to see it. Wait, what else did she direct? I thought she directed like one really good
Unbroken,
movie.
She did that one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's Unbroken.
Yeah. All right, guys, but First I Killed My Father, if you are looking forward to it, does come out on September 15th. Definitely hoping that's really great. And now, guys, Caden, you had your say, but I have, if there's one movie that I'm looking forward to the most in September, it is this movie, which Caden unfortunately has to introduce.
Oh, well, that's how the fucking schedule went, Kevin.
Well, I should have fixed it, so whatever.
Too fucking bad. Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Today marks the beginning of a new age. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Say goodbye to the Kingsman.
Kind of got a bit of a save the world situation here.
I haven't seen the first one still, so I am gonna watch it. Okay,
we're gonna fucking watch that together. I swear to God.
I will buy that premium edition 4K. Okay, I promise.
Fucking better.
Yeah, but I'm actually really excited for this. This looks great. I love the cast. I think this is easily gonna have the best ensemble cast of the year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess people say like Baby Driver, but this one looks so good. I mean, the action looks fantastic. It looks so witty and just so fast paced, which I heard the first one is. I still haven't seen the first one, but
Baby Driver, another movie you haven't seen.
You know what, Kevin? I'm very sorry. I wanted to go see Baby Driver, but I couldn't go see Baby Driver.
No.
I was busy the night that I was planning on seeing it. So
not do that shit.
Shut up. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. Definitely I'm gonna go try to see this in that IMAX. So Kingsman.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Look, I've basically
relished. With the first one, you fucking bitch. I already know about the death, but don't spoil anything.
Okay, fine. I've relished enough about how much I love the first Kingsman. I just think it's such an original concept. You know, they always say like, oh, that you can't do anything original in action movies anymore. Watch Kingsman: The Secret Service. You absolutely can. I mean, there's so many things in that movie that's just so creative and different. And, you know, Sam Jackson is the villain. It was just such a fantastic film. Honestly, this one looks even better. It really does. It really looks like they are stepping up the stakes. I mean, just the plot in general really hooks me in. And the idea of the statesman, I mean, I think is a really cool incorporation here. Channing Tatum, Jeff Bridges, Halle Berry, they didn't even say much about her character, so there's definitely a lot of secrets they're keeping about her. And of course, Colin Firth, you know, the elephant in the room. How is he going to be in this movie? What's his role going to be? Obviously, I didn't think they were going to bring him back. Of course, you know, it seemed pretty definitive after the first movie, but apparently that's not the case. So we'll have to see how he really does come back. From the trailers, it looks like they're going to handle it well. The humor, of course, definitely looks on point, and the action sequences. I mean, if there's one thing we can say about that trailer, it definitely looks like they're stepping up the action sequences. I mean, from what, you know, I've heard, the first action scene rivals the church scene. So that definitely gets me very pumped for this movie. Every time I see, well, most times at least, most times I see a trailer in theaters, they're playing a trailer for this movie. And I'm really hoping that this does really well. I'm hoping that this is, you know, bigger and better than the first one. I think the first one was an amazing movie, but honestly, I really do think if they pull this off, this could be even better. Julianne Moore is the villain. I mean, this movie really has everything it needs to be a fantastic sequel. I have been so hyped for this. Ever since they announced it was a Kingsman 2, I'm like, fuck yeah. And it really does look like they're going to deliver here, so I really hope that they do. And like I said, Caden, you had your fun with it, but Kingsman: The Golden Circle absolutely is my most anticipated movie of September, without question. But it does come out on September 22nd if you guys are looking forward to it. Also coming out on September 22nd is the movie I think Caden wishes that he was introducing, but he's not, and that is the...
I want to introduce Kingsman over fucking Lego Ninjago.
Well, you like Legos.
When I say I like Legos...
You love the Lego movie.
The Lego movie is like one of the most overrated movies of the decade.
All right, that's not what you said a few years ago, but...
I loved it when I saw it in, like, both times in theaters, but like on rewatches it doesn't hold up for me.
All right, but anyways, that is the Lego Ninjago movie.
Yeah, boy.
Hey. His dad ruins everything. Uh-oh, it's Garmadon!
Can I have a bathroom pass? Cost us gear.
Students, a true ninja knows when to fight and when to blend in the shadows. Unbelievable.
So, the Lego Ninjago movie, I'm definitely really looking forward to this. Yes, it definitely looks different than the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, but I think it should. I really do. I think that, you know, it shouldn't be the same type of thing. This one is more of like a father-son type story, and I think overall it actually does look really good. The humor is a little bit hit or miss. I will say that there were some jokes I thought was definitely really funny. Like, for example, Justin Theroux's character calling his son the wrong name. I mean, that joke always worked for me in the trailer. And then the plot in general, like I said, does look really interesting. Looks like there's a lot of action in this movie as well, and, you know, the other Lego movies have done really, really well. Lego movie was fantastic, and Lego Batman movie was also really great. So I'm hoping this one really is just as good. Not really much else to say. Just really hoping for the best here. So Lego Ninjago movie, definitely really looking forward to this.
I used to be a huge fan of Lego Ninjago, so I'm really interested in seeing how this film is. And I know this is like in a more original story. It's kind of like a bit of a reboot for like the Cartoon Network series and stuff. And I'm really excited to go see this film. I'm hoping it's really good. So yeah, that is the Lego Ninjago movie.
All right, guys. So the Lego Ninjago movie, if you are looking forward to it, does come out on September 22nd. Also coming out on September 22nd is a movie that I'm definitely very interested in that Caden's going to introduce.
That is Battle of the Sexes.
Billie Jean King, already a champion of women's rights, is now the most successful female player of all time.
I am not saying that women don't belong on the court. Who would pick up the balls otherwise?
Oh my God. There isn't a single thing I don't hate about Bobby Riggs.
You know what I'm doing? I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I won the triple at Wimbledon. I could beat Billie Jean King. Does she have the nerve?
Call Bobby. Tell him it's on.
I know this movie has a lot of hype behind it. I know this is like one the centerpieces of film festivals. I think it's going to be showing at TIFF. I know it's that film festival that started I think last night with Shape of the Water and stuff, whatever that one's called. I know this one's playing there. What?
Downsizing, I think, was at that festival as well.
Yeah, Downsizing was too there. I heard that wasn't that great though. I'm interested in seeing this film. I'm not over my head excited for it, a lot of other people are, but I'm interested in seeing it. It's an interesting concept and stuff, and this is a topic that I think that is a little bit shocking we haven't explored yet. So that is Battle of the Sexes. What do you have to say about it, Kevin?
All right, so Battle of the Sexes. I did see a trailer for this when I saw Brigsby Bear, I believe, and I really like this trailer. Again, I don't really have a ton to say about it. It's basically about this tennis match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs, and sort of this, which is actually the most watched televised sports event of all time, if you didn't know that. But basically, they're kind of on opposite sides of this argument. I think definitely it is an interesting concept overall. Steve Carell, Emma Stone, I mean, really it doesn't get better than that. So I don't really have much else to say. I'm hearing a lot of buzz about it, but Battle of the Sexes, definitely looking forward to this. Not much else to say, but if you guys are looking forward to it, does come out on September 22nd. And then also coming out is something I think could be a real Oscar contender for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to this one, and that is Stronger.
Welcome home. Is it good to be back?
What are you doing?
Talking to you. What are you doing?
Dancing.
You trying to make a hero out of me.
You need to tell your family what's going on with you.
So Stronger, there are a couple things that definitely are intriguing me for this movie. First of all, Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, you put Jake Gyllenhaal on anything, chances are he's going to give a really good performance. Ever since, Enemy, he's just been knocking it out of the park, amazing role after amazing role. Say we Baum and Okja, but he has done amazing stuff. And this one,
Okja.
A lot of people didn't like him. You'd be surprised.
I know, but I thought he still did a good performance.
No, but a lot of people really didn't like him, though. It was a very controversial performance.
Yeah, it was just because of those character actions.
Well, and they thought he was annoying, but anyway, that's beside the point. Stronger in general looks like, he really does look like he's really committed to this character. I think the story in general is very interesting. It's like the Boston Marathon, and the bomb goes off, and unfortunately his legs are blown off, and basically he has to kind of go through life without legs, but also try to simultaneously track down the killers and things like that. Just in general, this looks like a really great movie. Tatiana Maslany's in this as well. I think it's about time she gets a really big movie. She's been fantastic on Orphan Black, so I'm glad to see her here as well. This just looks like a really great movie, definitely. Like I said, it really seems like from the trailer they're pushing for that Oscar, and it does look Oscar bait. It's a good kind of Oscar bait. There's a good kind of Oscar bait and a bad kind of Oscar baity. And we'll get to the bad in a little bit, but this actually looks like the good Oscar baity, and I really do hope that this is something great. So definitely looking forward to this. But now we're going to get to someone who actually was personally affected. Well, not personally affected, but actually lives, near the Boston area. So
yeah, boy. This is based on a guy that one of my teachers last year met, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
yeah, Jeff Bauman.
Yeah. I think he wrote a book too. I might be mistaken.
Yeah, he did. Stronger is actually the name of the book that he wrote.
I read some of that book. It's really good. It's interesting. So I'm interested in seeing how this film is. Yeah, it's a pretty great story. It's very inspirational. And I've heard a lot about it, especially in my area. So he's a very famous person around the Boston area. So interested in seeing this film. Hopefully it's good. Jake Gyllenhaal's one of my favorite actors. Hopefully it's not Oscar baity, like Kevin said. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing this film.
All right, so Stronger, if you guys are looking forward to it, does come out on September 22nd. Again, haven't seen much promotion for it, but that might change as the film gets closer. We'll have to see. Next movie, guys. We talked about this in the December movie preview. We all thought it looked like absolute shit, and that changed until a certain someone actually saw this movie and actually said it was surprisingly decent.
And that is a Friend Request.
Who's that? A girl in my class.
0 friends. Super weird.
thought we were friends. Why did you accept my friendship?
So I have seen this movie. I watched it in like February or something.
It's like the first watched.
Yeah, and like I actually liked it a lot. Everyone else hates it, which I find understandable, but I really liked it. I got into the story. I thought it was interesting. Sure, it's a script like not the best. Yeah, but I mean it works. And I think it's kind of creative. I mean, it's pretty fucking forgettable, and it's like not really something I'm ever gonna like try to like watch again or something I would love to see in theaters or something.
Definitely a 4-star movie.
What?
Definitely a 4-star movie.
I thought I gave it a 4 stars. Did I?
Gave it 4 stars, yeah.
I thought I changed it to like a 6 out of 10 or something.
I mean, I'd have to look at it again, but the last time I saw it, it was 4 stars.
I don't remember fucking fuck. So, but yeah, I really liked it. I liked the characters and shit. I thought that story was interesting. It was fucking predictable as hell and kind of unintentionally funny at times. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't remember it to be completely honest.
All right, so
people go see it, I guess. I mean, give Warner Brothers your money. I mean, this is the year for Warner Brothers, I guess. Fucking it, like
yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so friend request, like I said, we talked about this in December. We all thought it looked like utter shit, and I still think it looks like utter shit. The trailer was so laughably bad. I like Alicia Debnam Carey, but what the hell are you doing in this movie? Just in general, this looks really dumb. I mean, I saw a great movie like this, a couple years ago. It was called Unfriended, and that actually was, a good movie. This looks really dumb. Just in general.
This isn't that. It isn't really like Unfriended, Kevin.
The trailer makes it seem that way.
I mean, yeah, it has to do with like Facebook and stuff, but like it doesn't have that much to do with like social media. Like the whole thing doesn't revolve around it.
I mean, the trailer makes it seem that way, but I'm just judging it from the trailer.
Trailer since we watched it.
But anyways, friend request looks like utter shit. This one apparently doesn't feel that way, but if you guys are looking forward to friend request,
it's the movie.
All right, whatever. It does come out on September 22nd. You guys don't have to value Kane's opinions. It's all good. But the next movie,
you fucking bitch.
The next movie that's coming out.
You don't know what fucking Ozu is, you fucking bitch.
Okay, the next movie that's coming out, I actually am looking forward to, and that is a movie called Victoria and Abdul.
Abdul, you will travel to England. To the royal household. You will present the Queen with a ceremonial coin.
Whatever you do, you must not look at Her Majesty.
All right, so Victoria and Abdul, I'm actually really looking forward to this. I didn't know much about it going into it, but the trailer does sound really interesting. Basically, it's about Queen Victoria. She strikes up this very unusual, very unpredictable bond with, I believe he was like, I don't know exactly what you'd call him, but it's someone that, she usually would not become friends with, but she actually does. And this looks really great. Judi Dench is reprising her role as the Queen from years back. She played the Queen in like a 1980 movie I saw. So definitely props to her for going back to that. I just think this looks like a really great movie. Don't know much to say about the trailer, but genuinely, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Judi Dench, always has Oscar potential, and I definitely think this does look really good. So Victoria and Abdul, definitely looking forward to this.
I don't really care about this movie.
All right, fair enough.
This looks like Oscar bait.
You guys looking forward to it? It does come out September 22nd. Speaking of Oscar bait, Kane's going to introduce this next movie that I think looks like the exact definition of that.
American Made.
Top of your class in the Civil Air Patrol. A pilot like you shouldn't be flying buses.
Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Bakersfield.
Haven't you ever wanted something more, Barry?
You should be serving your country.
You're CIA.
I saw the trailer for this in front of War for Planet of the Apes.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking sick of this trailer. That and the next movie we're going to talk about. I'm so sick of those fucking trailers.
In like, I mean, I guess it looks fine. I'm not going to go see it since I don't really give a shit about this movie, but, yeah, American Made.
All right, so we were just talking about Oscar bait, and this movie looks like it perfectly fits that definition for me. Look, I really do like Tom Cruise, but
this movie, how's it Oscar bait?
It's actually a biographical crime film.
It looks like an action movie from the trailers, I thought.
No, not really.
I saw like a completely different trailer or some shit.
Not really.
I don't know.
In general, this looks very Oscar bait to me. It looks like they're just trying to give Tom Cruise an Oscar as his character of Barry Seal. You know, he was a pilot or whatever. I just don't really care that much about this movie. It just, like I said, really looks like they're pushing for the Oscars or whatever. Ron Howard's producing it, you know, directed by Doug Liman or whatever. Just not really interested in this one. Every time I see the trailer, I've seen this trailer so many times that I've just really become sick of it. I'm hearing okay things about it, but just in general, I really don't have much interest in this one. So American Made, don't really care. Comes out on September 29th. If you guys are interested, I just don't really care. And speaking of trailers, I don't really care about. The next movie we have to talk about is a remake of Flatliners.
What happens to us after we die? The only way to find out is to see for ourselves. We could document that experience.
Did you see a white light? It was more like pure energy.
How is she playing the piano now?
It's like her brain's been rewired.
All right, so Flatliners in general, I do think
they're remaking Flatliners.
Yeah, I do think the concept
of like half of these movies.
Because you don't watch fucking trailers.
Oh god. It's already... Oh, yeah, this looks shitty. I saw the trailer for it, I think.
All right, so I do think the concept of this movie is interesting. You know, the whole idea of like what happens when, you know, your heart is stopped and what do you see like after death. That's something that people always think about. But just in general, the direction that this trailer goes, it just looks like it goes in this really dumb, like, horror direction, and it just seems like it goes off the rails very quickly. It doesn't look bad necessarily, I would say. It just looks kind of blah. Like, I just don't really care that much about this movie. Ellen Page, Nina Dobrev, I mean, it's an okay cast, but I don't really have much to say about it. I think it just looks kind of whatever, and you know, it's a movie, it's coming out. I just don't really care that much about it, and yeah, I mean, I know the first movie is, you know, well known and things like that, but I don't really have much to say. So,
oh yeah, yeah. Flatliners, yeah, I don't know. It looks shut. It looks like shut. And the next movie that we have.
Wait. Okay, if you guys are looking forward to Flatliners, it does come out on September 29th. The best, which is like the best date for movies coming out in September, just as great as September 1st. And now we're going to talk about probably the best movie on this entire list.
Final movie, guys.
A fantastic way to end the month.
Yes. This is the movie of the century.
Kane is so excited to introduce this movie.
And everyone, this is it. This is the movie that I've been waiting for my entire life. No movie I have wanted more than this film. And that is... Till death do us part!
Hi, I'm Alex. We live next door. I'm making this meringue pie tonight. Why don't you join us?
Stop staring at me.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting out of here. Don't forget to cut off the lights and set the alarm.
Did anybody follow you? I'm smarter than that. I know, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can feel him, you know?
Oh my god, this movie looks like the next coming of fucking anything, man. Dude, this movie looks like the next freaking Tokyo Story, the next 2001. Bro, Citizen Kane, Godfather, bro. This movie is going to be the greatest American film ever made. And you want to know why? Because it looks fucking so unintentionally funny and so fucking bad. Like, what is this goddamn movie? So, the they fuck and like he comes in the vagina and then like she does like the pill so she'd have a kid and he's like, I don't want a fucking kid. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. So like he starts becoming like a creepy stalker or something. Then like she gives birth to like the kid and then like he steals the kid or something, like the baby. Like what is this movie about? Like I'm so like this movie looks so dumb. Like he's probably gonna get like fucking killed at the end or some shit. Like and like it's probably gonna like fast forward to like 10 years later or something. Like the kid goes to fucking like 7th grade or some shit, and then it's like the 10th year anniversary of the death or some like dumbass shit. And he's like, I never had a father or some like crap like this. Like oh my god.
Well, I mean, we know this is gonna be an amazing movie because it's
This movie looks so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What was the part that was so funny when like she gets out of the shower, she goes to check on her baby. The girl's not there. Husband with the fucking chain that like he gets for her at the beginning of the movie, I assume. Till death do us part. Like what the fuck is that about? It's like so dumb. Oh my god, I'm so what's this rated?
Probably PG-13. Most of these
If
movies.
it is, I'm gonna go see it, so I'm gonna make fun of it. Let's see.
All right, so Till Death Do Us Part,
No,
guys.
from 1995. What the fuck is that?
There's a movie from 1995 called Till Death Do Us Part.
Or something.
Okay. Till Death Do Us Part. Can I talk about the movie?
Sure.
Okay. So Till Death Do Us Part, guys. This was an amazing movie. You know, I've seen it for a couple years now. I saw it. You know, I didn't see it when the bell breaks.
Kevin, wait, it's PG-13, so you know it's going to be even better.
Yeah.
Because you want a movie came out last year on the same time and was PG-13?
When the Bow Breaks.
Hell yeah!
And then we had another movie that came out the year before called The Perfect Guy or something like that.
Oh,
then
fuck!
Then we had a movie before that called fucking No Good Deeds.
Wait, I thought that movie was good.
No, I heard it was terrible.
I'm not speaking a different movie.
Then every single year, you know, we get these amazing movies. I mean, this plot's just, it's so original. Like, we've never heard something like this before. You know, they have sex, and he doesn't want a baby. Then he starts abusing her, and she wants to get out of a relationship, so she goes with some other dude. And then this stalker finds her, and then, like, he starts acting all weird and shit. I mean, this looks like the movie of the year, easily. This looks like
the greatest American film of all time.
I mean, it looks like the best comedy. I'll say that. Definitely looks like the best comedy on this list. I can't wait to laugh at it. In all seriousness, guys, this looks fucking terrible. I mean, every single year we have this ridiculous stalker movie in the middle of September or at the end or the beginning or some shit, and it looks like that. I know.
Sorry to interrupt you, but like that's why I'm so confused. Like, why is he stalking like her? Like they lived together. Like I'm so like I'm confused. Does he like leave or something? Like what?
She gets out of the relationship with him because he starts abusing her, and then goes to Taye Diggs' character.
Fuck that sounds so fucking dumb.
It's an amazing plot. But in general, guys, this just looks really fucking bad, honestly. I can't wait to laugh at this movie because it just looks like something that I'm probably just going to unintentionally laugh at. In general, not much else to say. We've seen this movie so many times now. I don't know why we keep getting. Well, I do know why we keep getting movies because they do like moderately successful and things like that. I didn't see When the Bow Breaks, but I might just see this one. I might just see this one because it looks amazing. And why not see this movie? You know, it looks like an amazing movie, and I can't wait to see how this one really turns out. So, Till Death Do Us Part. I don't give a shit about this, honestly. I really don't. I think it looks fun, but not really much else to say. And with that, guys, that's it. We have made it to the end of the September movie preview. Like I said, very up and down month. We got some movies here that could be really fucking great, and we have some movies here that look like utter shit. Again, guys, I want to thank one more time for my guest here, Kane LaPlante.
Yes, we did it, Kevin. I didn't leave.
Yeah, you actually did it for once. So you didn't get all, worried, upset about introducing Blair Witch or something like that. I got a little worried there when you had to introduce, fucking Till Death Do Us Part. I got a little worried there,
Thank you for having me on. It was fun talking about it and some other movies and introducing Kingsman and stuff. Thanks.
All right, guys, and
I have a YouTube channel, Auburn Wanderer.
Right.
Coming soon. I'm reviewing it, so.
Caden will be back in September, I believe. Yeah, September. I mean, not September. He'll be back.
It is September.
He'll be back. Yeah, he will be back probably next September. But he'll also be back in December when we all come together and do this really big group live stream that I'll tell you guys about in November. But you'll see him then. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let us know what you think of all the movies coming out in September. Again, check out Caden's channel. He posts
Auburn Wanderer.
Really bad music that you probably don't want to listen to.
Oh,
but
fuck you, bitch.
You should head on over anyway. But that's what this video.
It's dope, you fucking bitch.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are wondering also, my very big, fall TV preview, that's going to be coming very soon. I actually just started shooting that. I just have to finish to the, I'm only covering September and October, so I just have to do the October shows, and then I will probably get it uploaded probably tomorrow, honestly. I could probably do that, but we'll have to see. But that was this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you guys in my next video. I think will be for the amazing show that we both love, that being Big Brother 19, and we'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.
Bye!